It's back to you. What's the current situation in Hyderabad? Has the police now swung into action? As we are learning, in Chandigarh, those protesters have been detained by the police. What has the police done in Hyderabad so far?
Well, Vijay Venkatesh is getting you those visuals, and I'm going to request him to show you on the other side of the road. In fact, Akansha, you can see the Congress workers now storming through those barricades. There were barricades that were put up at the mouth of this road intersection. Now the Congress workers have pushed through those barricades and are now walking their way to the Raj Bhavan. The Raj Bhavan is about less than 500 meters from where we are reporting from. All the senior Congress leaders here are now slowly walking towards Raj Bhavan. Leading the pack is, of course, TPCC Chief Revanth Reddy. In fact, the situation took a turn for worse after he arrived. That is when the Congress workers here perhaps were mobilized by the enthusiasm, went on a rampage and started vandalizing public property. They started burning scooters, vehicles and vandalized 2 RTC buses which was carrying full set of passengers in them. In fact, right now, extra mobilization has been dropped in by the police. Rapid Action Force has also been deployed by the police here, and we're given to understand that there's an extra layer of security which is now outside the Raj Bhavan. It remains to be seen how the situation pans out, considering that just a short while ago, there was complete commotion and breakdown of law and order on the streets in Hyderabad.
Absolutely. It seems like a deplorable situation as far as the law and order is concerned. Having said that, for all our viewers who are currently tuned in, could you also tell us what are those extremely fragile areas in Hyderabad right now, and if there are certain routes that they should be avoiding?
Well, I think right now traffic advisory will be issued anytime soon. In fact, earlier today, the police officers, because they did not give them any permission to the Congress workers to stage a protest outside Raj Bhavan, so that's why there was no traffic order that was issued. But this area where the protest is happening is called the Raj Bhavan Road, Somajiguda, Khairtabad. These are the areas, crucial office areas in Hyderabad, which is completely now cut off by Congress workers who are staging protests here. And the protest does not seem like it's going to end anytime soon, even though the police have given only 2 hours
stay
time.
with us as we are also getting live visuals coming in from Lucknow. Pranshu is with us to take us through those visuals. All right, Pranshu, the protests in Hyderabad and Chandigarh seem pretty heated up and violent at the moment. What is the scenario like in Lucknow?
Frame do frame.
All right, so those are the visuals we're bringing to you. As we can see, all the Congress workers have gathered
outside
right,
the. Well, yes. Right now I am outside the UP Congress office here in Mall Avenue area of Lucknow, and the Congress workers, they are quite agitated. They are agitated not only because Rahul Gandhi, they say, is being unnecessarily harassed, but also the fact that they say that Delhi police yesterday entered the AICC office. Now that claim that has been denied by the Delhi police, but Congress workers say that the police is entering the AICC headquarters. That is unconstitutional, that is undemocratic, and here at the moment they are trying to rise up, stand up on the barricades, the iron barricades which have been erected. The police is on the other side, and towards my left, you see, here's the Congress workers who is being pushed out from the steel railing. So clearly, the Congress workers trying to prove out their point, trying to move towards the Governor House, but they have been stopped just a short distance away from the UP Congress office. The police is in no mood to allow them to move towards the Governor House, and here at the moment, the scuffle, the scuffle between the Congress workers and the Lucknow police, that is going on. There are people with certain posters. अपने आका से कह देना राहुल के सिपाही आए थे. So all these people, they clearly are trying to show their strength, and in a state like Uttar Pradesh, where Congress is a weak political party, it only has just 2 MLAs in the UP Assembly. It performed very badly in the recent Assembly elections. These sort of protests, or this moment of Rahul Gandhi being questioned by the ED, is a moment when the Congress party is trying to, regain its momentum, probably trying to show its point. But at the moment, this scuffle between the between the Congress workers and the Lucknow police, that continues as the Congress workers try to march towards the Raj Bhavan.
Right, Ranchu, stay with us because we'll also cut across to what the situation is like in Bengaluru. For that, I'm joined in by Ritu, who will bring us all the latest update. Ritu, we see some very fiery visuals coming in from Hyderabad and Chandigarh. The protest in Lucknow is also slowly gaining momentum. What is the situation currently in Bengaluru? Ritu, can you hear me? All right.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Right. Ritu, tell us what is the situation like in Bengaluru. We are seeing some very violent visuals coming in.
You can see, you can see in the visuals. You can see in the visuals the former CM Siddaramaiah and many other, in fact, the senior Congress leaders have sat here and the police is all here to detain them, but they have all sat here and there are continuously slogans that have been raised, and in the visuals you can see there are slogans against the Modi-led government wherein the Congress leaders are saying they need justice. That is something, the slogans that have been raised here in the visuals that you can hear. So that's the march that they had started, naming it out as in the Raj Bhavan Chalo, from the KPCC office to the Raj Bhavan, but they have been stopped here in the midway at the Indian Express Circle, and in the visuals you can see the leaders are they have all sat here. The police is trying to convince them, in fact, to maintain the law and order, and are in fact requesting them to stop it over here. But the Congress leaders are all on toes. In fact, there are continuous slogans that are being raised, and you can see there's a former Chief Minister Siddaramaiah too, a part of this particular site, wherein there are the slogans that are raised, and where the Congress leaders are saying that the BJP-led government is harassing the Congress leaders purposely and in fact targeting them. But there's also the say that they are saying that the central agencies are all being misused by the BJP-led government. So that is something. But the police over here at this particular site has already in fact detained most of the party workers, Congress Mahila workers and other youth Congress as well. But here at this particular site, in the visuals, you can see how the visuals are all in fact clapping, and there are continuously slogans that have been raised, where the former CM Siddaramaiah is also part of, and many of the senior leaders are here, the MLAs are here, the MPs are here, the MLCs are here. So there's a continuous protest that is going on. Now their attempt is in fact to picket the Raj Bhavan, in fact, and submit the memorandum. So that is the plan that they have. Now in the visual you can also see the Congress senior leaders are taking part, where BK Hari Prasad and Salim Ahmed have also walked in to join this particular protest over here, and they are here for the slogans and to protest against the BJP-led government, the Modi-led government, saying this Congress leaders